A threefold increase in significant cyber attacks in the UK has left the nation on high alert. The National Cybersecurity Centre has identified China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea as persistent threats. Chinese hackers, known as Salt Typhoon, have infiltrated US telecommunications providers, stealing sensitive data and compromising private communications. In a shocking revelation, Chinese spies planted a tracking chip in a US general's conference name tag, monitoring his movements in the Indo-Pacific. Iranian hackers are targeting aerospace and defense industries in multiple countries, using fake job offers on LinkedIn to distribute malware and steal sensitive data. South Korea accuses pro-Russian hackers of attacking government websites in retaliation for monitoring North Korean troops in Ukraine. Russian agents sent bomb threat emails to nearly 60 Ukrainian embassies, media outlets, and state agencies, causing widespread panic. Iranian agents are ramping up espionage efforts against UAE government agencies, deploying backdoors to exfiltrate sensitive credentials. Russian cybercriminals are undermining Ukraine's military recruitment by sending malware to draft-age men, stealing their information. Australia introduces its first national cyber legislation, setting security standards for ransomware reporting and smart devices. Chinese hackers have breached Canadian government networks, engaging in espionage, IP theft, and surveillance of political networks. Russian hackers disguised as Amazon and Microsoft sent malware to infiltrate Ukrainian state and military devices, stealing credentials. Chinese hackers targeted senior members of the Trump-Vance presidential campaign, including former President Trump, compromising their cell phones. Chinese-backed hackers have been exfiltrating data from Thailand's government institutions, gaining access through brute force attacks. Ukrainian hackers attacked Russia's state media and court systems on Putin's birthday, disrupting services for several days. Chinese hackers are conducting cyber espionage against Middle Eastern governments, publishing human rights studies related to the Israel-Hamas war. Russian cyber spies targeted Mongolia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, using malicious code to exfiltrate browser cookies. US officials blame Iranian hackers for breaking into Donald Trump's presidential campaign and attempting to infiltrate the Biden-Harris campaign. The United Nations unanimously approves its first treaty on cybercrime, marking a significant step in global cybersecurity efforts. Russian cybercriminals are deploying malware through a used car email scheme, targeting diplomats for data theft and surveillance. South Korea investigates a leak of sensitive espionage information, issuing an arrest warrant for the suspect responsible. A faulty software update by CrowdStrike caused a global IT outage, disrupting airline and hospital operations, costing Fortune 500 companies billions. Germany accuses China of a serious cyber attack on its Federal Office for Cartography and Geodesy, leading to a rip and replace project for Chinese telecom infrastructure. Australia, the US, Canada, the UK, Germany, Japan, South Korea, and New Zealand issue a warning about malicious Chinese cyber activity. Japan's space agency suffers a series of cyber attacks, with networks targeted by attackers from outside Japan. Hackers deploy ransomware in Indonesia's national data center, disrupting immigration services and prompting a nationwide audit. Belarusian state-sponsored hackers launch an espionage campaign against Ukraine's Ministry of Defense, using phishing emails with drone images. Germany's main opposition party suffers a cyber attack ahead of European parliamentary elections, following an attack on the Social Democratic Party. Chinese hackers steal over 20,000 government documents from Palau after the island nation signs a deal with the US. Canada detects Chinese espionage activity against parliament members, targeting their personal and work devices. Pakistani cyber spies deploy malware against India's government, aerospace, and defense sectors, using phishing emails. Chinese hackers breach the UK's Ministry of Defense, exposing sensitive information on troops by targeting a third-party contractor. Poland and the Czech Republic accuse Russian cyber spies of targeting government and infrastructure networks, exploiting a Microsoft Outlook vulnerability.